Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, no Andrew Luck, so we'll see Jacoby Brissett and the Indianapolis Colts as they match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for the call of this one. We bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Buccaneers set to take over. Jameis Winston at the controls. And it's a big season forthcoming for the #1 overall pick back in 2015. If you look at the numbers, just 21-33 as a starter during his tenure. But the hope now is that renowned quarterback whisperer Bruce Arians can breathe some new life into him in 2019.
Black 25. Black 50. Blue there. Let we go.
Jameis now on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Good track.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
From the 44. Winston. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Back to it after the pick six. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Let's go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let him know, let him know.
From the gun, Winston. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
It's our field. It's our.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's the former Badger, Dare Ogunbowale, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Too easy.
And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Outside linebacker Justin Houston has made the move from Kansas City to Indianapolis to complement the Colts' young pass rushers with his veteran presence and 4 Pro Bowl appearances. He wants to get to the quarterback just like the young guys and show that those 52 sacks in the last 5 seasons are still on the way.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Ready? Back for the back. 15. Check back 15. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
They come out here in the eye. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
On second and goal, Winston. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That's sacked by the DN, Tanico Autry.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. So on fourth down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on
I
that,
was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
the punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. It'll be Jacoby Brissett under center for the Colts. He, of course, made 15 starts in Andrew Luck's absence 2 years ago. Not much required of him last year. He threw just 4 passes total. But that experience as a starter, very valuable in this learning process. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. A little flat.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Hines, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the slant.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, and it's 3rd and short. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, They're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, Brissett. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. 17 yards to pick up there.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Ready? 45 at the mic. Check. 45 at the mic. Oh, here we go.
They go play action with Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
Ready? Go to base. Check right 45. He don't know no better.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing. Brissett. He's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A very good gain on 1st down, 9 yards on the dump-off.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Hogan Bawale. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Looking downfield for Godwin, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jameis again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go. Let me go.
They'll throw again. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the red zone now, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. One receiver to the left is Evans. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rashad Perriman, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan, How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Play action now, Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play, and it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy, so that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Rodgers brings it in. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Brissett. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's got Rodgers. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
First down, Indianapolis.
Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Jameis Winston and the rest of the Bucs set to begin this next drive. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever. Vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep, and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A run with Ogunbowale. He takes this for 3 to the 29. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Ready? White 25. Mike 50. Defense wins championships, baby. Here we go.
He completes it to Evans. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it. It's Ogunbowale. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Ready? Black, what are you doing?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin the drive with Hines, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Brissett now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Draw play. This is Hines. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Brissett. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Ready? Black 22. All day. All day.
Following the interception, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw is Winston. Complete to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Jameis to throw it. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down, Indianapolis.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
45's the mark.
Brissett looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Indy. 55 yards. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
36 the mark.
From the red zone now, Brissett. He goes right back the way of Hilton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brissett. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 4 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Vinatieri now for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On first down, it's Jones. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. third down. They'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Let's go. Pick it up, team. Here we go.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay.
Let's go, Bucs.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.